वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां विषये भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणम् तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्। नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे उल्लादपिण्डायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयः प्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। सर्वोपनिषदो गावः दोग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्सः सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत्। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनम् देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्ति मेदिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरननदी कैवर्तककेशवः पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलम् गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटम् नानाख्यानककेसरं हरिकथा सम्बोधनाबोधितम् लोके सज्जनषट्पदैरहरः पेपीयमानं मुदा भूयाद्भारतपङ्कजं कलिमलप्रध्वंसि न श्रेयसे मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपात्तमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम् यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुः सुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं तो जयमुदीरयेत्। Number 62. ध्यायतो विषयान् पुंसः
ध्यायतो विषयान् पुंसः
सङ्गस्तेषूपजायते
सङ्गस्तेषूपजायते
सङ्गात् सञ्जायते कामः
सङ्गात् जायते कामः
कामात् क्रोधोऽभिजायते
कामात् क्रोधोऽभिजायते
क्रोधात् भवति सम्मोहः
क्रोधात् भवति सम्मोहः
सम्मोहात् स्मृतिविभ्रमः
सम्मोहात् स्मृतिविभ्रमः
स्मृतिभ्रंशात् बुद्धिनाशः
स्मृतिभ्रंशात् बुद्धिनाशः
बुद्धिनाशात् प्रणश्यति
बुद्धिनाशात् प्रणश्यति।
This section, important section, after the discussion of Karma Yoga, Bhagavan Krishna, he has started the topic of Sthita Prajna Lakshana of a Sthita Prajna, a Jnani. Arjuna asked the question, how a Sthita Prajna will conduct himself, for which Bhagavan started mentioning the Lakshanani of a Jnani, Sthita Prajna, starting from the shloka 55 onwards. And later, he started giving these sadhanas. Sadhanas for a sadhaka, sadhanas, sadhanani for a sadhaka to gain that nishta, to gain that jnanam, jnana nishta. So in this shloka, the previous shloka, Bhagavan Krishna said, Tani sarvani sanyamya yukta asita matparaha pashegi yasyendriyani. So in that shloka, Bhagavan Krishna mentioned the wish that may one be endowed with viveka. That sadhana chatushtaya sampatti is very important. Viveka, vairagya. Viveka, vairagya backed up by viveka. Vairagya without viveka will not work. And this Shamadi Shatka Sampatti, Shama, Dhamma. Dhamma is important. Shama is important. Without Dhamma, without Indriya, Nigraha, what will happen? Without Indriya, Nigraha, and without Shama, without managing the mind, having say over the mind, what will happen to a sadhaka when he is doing the sadhana? So he is talking about in this shloka the possible slips for a sadhaka who is doing the sadhana. When the mind is not kept under one's management, the mind is not properly managed, when the sense organs are not properly managed, what will happen to that person? In Kathopanishad, we saw, in Kathopanishad, in the first chapter, third valley, in the beginning itself, a beautiful imagery was presented by Madharmaraja. He said that imagery was the Jivatma is the Ratha Swami, the master of the chariot. The Shariram is the chariot, the Ratha. And the Buddhi is the Sarathi. Buddhi is the Sarathi and the mind which is the reins. Atmanam Rathinam Vidhi Shariram Rathamevatu Buddhim tu Sarathim Vidhi Manav Pragrahamevacha Buddhi Sarathi. Buddhi, and then the Bhashyakara mentioned Adyavasaya Lakshanam Sarathim Vidhi. Buddhi is the decision maker. Buddhi is the decision maker. Vyavasayatmika Buddhi. Buddhi has to decide. Buddhi has to decide. It is a deciding factor. It is a deciding factor whether to allow the Indriyas go towards Indriya Vishaya. That is what mentioned by the word Vishayan, Indriya Vishayan. And Indriyas are very powerful. It is compared to horses. Indriyani Hayanaguhu Vishayan Steshu Gocharan Atmendriya Mano Yuktam Bhokte Tyahur Manishinaha. Indriyas are the horses. The horses have to be properly managed. And the Indriyas, the Indriya Vishayas, the sense objects are the Marga, Gocharan. So, for the Ratha Swami to reach the destination through the Ratha, the Buddhi factor is very important. What will happen if the horses are not obeying? What will happen with the Indriyas? Indriyas goes out of control, then what will happen to buddhi? What will happen to the manas? That also we saw the same section of the Kathopanishad. The person doesn't have the viveka buddhi, the mind is not under one's vasha, and what will happen to indriyas? Indriyas will run like the, the uncontrolled horses. The indriyas will run like the horses which don't have any control. Yasta vijnanavan bhavati ayuktena manasa sada. So ayuktena manasa sada. Manas which is not yukta. Not yukta means not disciplined. The mind which is not disciplined. The mind which can take inside whatever comes. Mind which allows everything to go, everything to entertain. That is what dhyayato vishayan pumsaha. Vishayan chintayataha purushaha. The beginning itself there should be extreme watchfulness to prevent that entering the mind. Once the mind is fascinated by the flow of the sense objects, then sangaha, then naturally, slowly, what will happen? Indriyas will lose their the control. Tasyendriyani vashyani duštashva iva sarathe. Whereas a person who has viveka, who has the mind disciplined, yukta manasa, kimbhavati, indriyani vashyani. Indriyani vashyani. And the horses will be the good horses. The indriyas are the, we give like a good horses, tamed horses. Vashegi yasya indriyani tasya prajna pratishtita. For the one for whom the sense organs are under control, for him only the jnanam become pratishtita. Prajna become pratishtita. That is what we saw in the Kathopanishad imagery. Yastu vijnanavan bhavati yuktena manasa sada tasyendriyani vashyani. You can see the same words were used here also. Vasheki yasyendriyani dartasyendriyani vashyani satashva iva sarathehe. Sat ashvaha. Sat ashvaha means good horses, tamed horses. For the sarathi, it will be a tamed horses, therefore easy to manage, easy to manage to reach the, so that he can reach the destination. So, Indriya Nigraha Dhamma is very important. Indriya Nigraha, that when the mind is loosened, that will get loosened. The reins will get loosened, and indriyas will flow towards sense objects, and there will be interaction between the indriya vishaya and the indriya. Then the person will slowly lose his commitment for jnanam, his commitment for moksha purushartha. So there will be a slip from the very purushartha itself. The purushartha viveka, what he had in the beginning, that purushartha viveka, that finally, that viveka also he loses. So here buddhihi pranashyati means totally the viveka will be destroyed. Destruction of viveka, the destruction of the viveka is the destruction of the person. Spiritual destruction of buddhi is important. For a sadhaka, the buddhi, it stands for viveka, viveka buddhi is very important. For a human being, buddhi is important. Buddhi is the only faculty which distinguishes from other beings. So if buddhi is not there, then human beings will be like animals. Manishya rupena mrigaha charanti, like Bhartrihari said. Ahara nidra vayamaitunancha सामान्यमेतत् पशुभिर राणाम बुद्धिर्हि तेषाम अधिको विशेषः बुद्ध्या विहीनाः पशुभिः समानाः. बुद्धि is not there, मनुष्याः पशवः एव. That is why Bhartrihari said मृगाः चरन्ति मनुष्यरूपेण इति. So therefore the destruction of buddhi is the final slip, started from the Vishaya Dhyanam. Dhyayataha Vishayan Pumsaha. Indriya Vishayan Dhyayataha Chintayataha Manushaha Naraha Sangaha Teshu Upajayate. With regard to that, Sangaha Asaktihi Pritihi Upajayate. तस्मात् किं भवति आसक्तेः कारणात् कामः संजायते. इच्छा, वांछा, desire संजायते. Then कामात् किं भवति? Bhashyakara said, from kama, from the desire, two possibilities are there. One possibility only Bhagavan Krishna says here, that another Bhashyakara also mentions here. If the kama is gained, then that will convert to lobha. If kama is not gained, if there is some obstruction, kutaschit pratihatat kamat kim bhavati? Krodha abhijayate. Krodha is born, krodha sambhavati, krodhat kim bhavati? Krodhat sammogaha bhavati. Aviveka, the thinking mind will not be there. The mind will not be thinking. Buddhi will not be functioning. The aviveka will be there. So sammogaha, that is vyamogaha, will be the result. Sammohat smriti vibhramaha. Here sammoha is aviveka, and Bhashyakara says aviveka is final step, final destruction, which is the destruction of buddhi, is complete destruction of this viveka buddhi. But yes, sammoha is aviveka. What aviveka? Aviveka means here aviveka between dharma adharma aviveka, not the atma anatma viveka. Dharma adharma viveka. What is to be done? What should not be done? Between kartavyam karma and kartavyam, between that viveka, dharma adharma viveka, karma akarma viveka, karya viveka, that will go. That will be the resultant of the krodha. Krodha, the person doesn't know what to do. So krodha abhijayate, sammokha abhijayate krodhat. Then krodhat smriti vibhramaha. Smriti, whatever he learnt, everything will be forgotten. Like Karna, he forgot everything, whatever he learnt, whatever vidya, astra vidya, the mantra he learnt, that did not come for his use in the battle. So, smriti vibhramaha. Shastra, through Shastra, from Guru, whatever he learnt, everything, that is called Smriti. That Vibhramaha, there will be the forgetfulness. Vibhramaha, that is the Smarana. Smriti, Smaranam. Smriti is Smaranam, the remembrance. Vibhramaha Nashaha. So, that Smarana Nashaha will happen. Then Smriti Brahmshat Buddhi Nashaha. Buddhi is, this is here it is Buddhi, the Viveka Buddhi. Viveka, which with what he started is spiritual journey. Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampatti. Nashaha Bhavati. That is the destruction of the person. So the person will be spiritually destroyed. He becomes a yoga brashta, slip from the shreyas back to prayers. From choosing between the shreyas and prayers requires viveka. Shreyo margaha, preyo margaha. Dharmartha, kama purushartha and moksha purushartha, between these two, having thought very clearly, purushartha Nishchaya Dwara, Viveka Dwara, yes, opted moksha. Now that will go. Now he will go back to prayers. That is the Nashanam, Adhyatmika, Nashanam for the person. Iti Bhagavan Krishna says, Dhyayato Vishyan Pumsaha, that shloka we have seen the Bhashyam. Then the next shloka 63, that we will see. Krodhat iti
क्रोधातिः
क्रोधात् भवति सम्मोहः
क्रोधाद्भवति सम्मोहः
अविवेकः
अविवेकः
कार्याकार्यविषयः
कार्याकार्यविषयः
So avivekah is lack of or non-discrimination. No viveka. Aviveka is no viveka. Indiscrimination. Between what? Karya. Karya is krudhatu. Kru stands for karma. Kru stands for karma. Karma means karma kanda. Karma kanda means karma kanda teaches atato dharma jignasa. Atato adharma jignasa. What is dharma and what is adharma? Both should be known. Purva Mimamsa, dharma is to be known. Not only dharma, what adharma also to be known. Sutra Athato Dharma Jignasa to be read twice. Athato Dharma Jignasa, Athato Adharma Jignasa. What is dharma and what is adharma should be known. Not doing sometimes what is to be done, that will lead to adharma. What is adharma? What is dharma if you don't do it? Means you are violating dharma, you are doing adharma. So, what is dharma, what is adharma, both should be known. So, that is the topic of karma kanda. Adharma, dharma, adharma, viveka. There also viveka is required. If it is Vedanta, Atma, Anatma viveka. Vastu, avastu viveka. If it is karma kanda, then dharma, adharma viveka. Karya, akarya viveka. So, krudhatu, from that only we get the word karya. It is a kritya pratyaya. Kru plus nyat will give you karya. Karya means should be done. Yogyarte, harharte. Nyat, shakyarte api. Or it is should be done in the sense of should be done. Lot arte. So, therefore, it is referring to dharma. Karya means it is kartavyam. Dharma. Akaryam should not be done. So, karya vishayaha. Karya vishayaha avivekaha. So, aviveka, that is sammogaha. Sammoga is equal to avivekaha, which is qualified by the word karya akarya vishayaha. So, karya akaryau vishayau yasya avivekasya tasya saha avivekaha. So, with regard to what should be done and what should not be done. With regard to that, there is a viveka, aviveka. There is a aviveka. So, aviveka. Therefore, what happens? Then the next line. Kruddha hi
Kruddha
Buddha
hi
hi
sammudaha san
sammudaha san
san
gurum api akroshati.
gurum
Gurum
api
api
akroshati.
akroshati.
Kruddha, kruddhatu, krodha. From that only we get krodha. Kruddha. Kaha kruddha, this person who did the Vishaya Dhyanam, Avidhyanam. Therefore, now he has become Kruddha, qualifying the person. Now, he was a sadhaka, but now, slowly, even he lost the status of being a sadhaka, and now he became an angry person, Kruddha, because Kama was obstructed. So, Kruddha, Kruddha, he is Prasiddharte, he. Prasiddha, it is famous, it is very well known. Kruddha hi. Kruddha hi. Sammudaha. Samyak. Mudaha. Mudaha, we just recently saw. Mukdatu. Mudaha. Mukdatu. Mudaha. He became completely Mudaha, deluded. Because of that, Gurumapi akroshati. Bhashyakara says, Gurumapi akroshati. Guru Nindanam is papam. Guru Nindanam papam. Pitra Nindanam papam. Matra Nindanam is Mahapapam. So, Guru Nindanam, in Guru Gita it is said, when Guru walks, Shishya should not walk, should not touch the shadow of the Guru, should walk behind. And Guru, even when the Guru whispers, Shishya should have very sharp ears to listen and should not respond saying and all. A lot of the vidhi, how the Shishya should respond to the Guru, it is there. Now, such a Guru, now this Shishya, now this Sadhaka, Gurumapi akroshati. He will go to the extent of even shouting the Guru. Guru Nindanam api karoti. Guru Nindanam is Mahapapam. That's why it is said. For that Mahapapa karma, what was the seed for this for doing this Mahapapa karma karya? This is sammoha, because buddhi, that viveka not there, what should be done, what should not be done. Therefore he shouts even at the Guru, committing papam because of this kama. Kama is the result. Kama is the karanam. The krodha is the result. And krodha make him do the maha papa karma, Guru Nindanam. Then, therefore, sammohat
Sammohat
smriti vibramaha
Smriti vibhramaha
Shastra Acharya Upadesha Agita Samskara Janitayaha
Shastra Acharya
Acharya
Upadesha
Upadesha
Samskara
Agita
Janitaya
Samskara Janitayaha
Smritehe Syat
Smritehe
Smriti
Syat
Syat
Vibramaha Bramshaha
Vibhramaha Bramshaha
Smriti Utpatti Nimitta Praptau Anutpattihi.
Smriti
Smriti
Utpatti
Utpatti
Nimitta
Nimitta
Praptau
Praptau
Anutpattihi.
Anutpattihi.
I think we have read this line in the last class, right? Remember reading this line. Anyway, it's okay. Upon क्रोधात् सम्मोहः. सम्मोहात् किं भवति? सम्मोहात् स्मृति विभ्रमः. That is what Pashatara explains here. So, सम्मोहात् स्मृति विभ्रमः. So सम्मोहात् smriti. Smriti is memory. Smriti is the memory. Memory of what? Memory of whatever we learned. Memory of the learning. That Shastra, Guru, Upadesha, that's Smriti. So, Guru has taught the Shastram, Guru has given Upadesha, how one should conduct oneself in life, should follow Dharma, and also this Jnanam, Vedanta Jnanam, this Smriti. The Vedanta Jnanam as to, it is Jnanam is there. Now he is in the process of making that Jnanam established in him. So Jnana is it to happen. So therefore, Smriti, the remembrance, that Jnanam, what will happen to that? Even Vedanta Jnanam, that will be suspended. That will be suspended for time being. So whatever he learned, that's Smriti. Smriti Vibhramaha, the loss of memory. So the Smriti, Bhashakara says, Shastra Acharya Upadeshena Ahita Samskara Janitayaga Smriti. So Smriti is born of samskara. Smriti is born of the samskara. Samskara is what has happened before, that is there in the form of the memory. That is called samskara. So Smriti is born of the samsara. Samskara, not samsara. Smriti, which is born of samskara, which is born of the Shastra Acharya Upadeshena Ahita. So the samskara is produced by the experience. The experience create samskara. Anubhavaha janyaha samskaraha. And from samskara only it is smriti. That is the connection. The smriti, which is born of samskara, and the samskara is born of anubhava, the previous experience. Previous experience here is, he has learned the shastram from the acharya. Acharya upadeshena, agita samskara. So anubhava here, anubhava is that shravanam mananam he had done. Shravanam mananam with regard to dharma shastra, with regard to Vedanta shastra he had done. So that anubhava, the prior experience, the prior shravanam, it is there, that has created, that samskara is there, that has created smriti. So now this he has got varieties of samskaras. Shastra samskara also is there. But now that shastra samskara, that will not be triggered. What will trigger is the previous samskara. Before coming to shastram, how he was. Before he coming to shastram, what life he was leading. That samskara will be triggered because of the indriya now having contact with indriya vishaya, indriya vishaya, therefore janya kamat krodhat. So whatever he had learned, whatever he had studied, that will be suspended, and the prior samskara, which still it is active, all the samskaras will be active. As long as the triggering factor is not there, it will be inactive. Once the triggering factor is there, it will become active. So the Shastra Acharya Upadesha Agita Samskara, that is overpowered by the previous samskara. So, therefore, this Shastra Acharya Upadesha Agita Samskara is suspended for time being. It is suspended. That Smriti is suspended. That is called Smriti Brahmaha, Smriti Bramshaha. That is Smriti Bramshaha. So, what is supposed to do, Mano Nigraha and all, that will not be there on the surface of his mind. That is called Brahmaha. That is called the suspension. Suspension of whatever he learned. Whatever he learned, that will not be useful for him now. So therefore, the previous samskara, overpowered by the invocation of the previous samskara. So Smriti Utpatti Nimitta Praptau Anupapattihi. Smriti Utpatti Shastra Acharya Upadesha Agita Samskara. That is Shastram and Acharya, their Upadesha, which produces a Smriti, which that Smriti created by the Samskara, that will be lost, and Smriti Utpatti Nimitta Prapto Anutpattihi. Anutpattihi. That is Smriti Utpatti Nimitta. There is a Nimitta. There is an occasion. There is a reason for invoking the Smriti. Smriti Utpatti Nimitta Praptau. Here he has to, now here at this point he has to remember what he had studied. That is the purpose of study. Knowledge has to come for help at the right time. That is not there. Then what is the use of that knowledge? So Smriti Utpatti. Smriti is already, it is there. Now Utpatti means it has to surface. That nimitta, that cause for the surfacing of the memory of what? That Shravanam, Mananam, whatever. Shravanam, Guru Shravanam, Guru Mukena, Shastra, Shravanam, that is called Smriti. That has to come. But Anutpattihi, that Utpatti will not take place. Anutpattihi. So that is called Bramshaha. That Anutpattihi is Bramshaha. That Anutpattihi, that memory, the memory doesn't come. That is called Bramshaha, Smriti Bramshaha. So when the occasion comes, Praptihi, Praptau Anutpattihi. When the nimitta, when the occasion for the samskara comes, Praptau Satyam, that is Sati Saptami. That time, Smriti Anutpattihi, that memory, the previous memory doesn't arise. That is called Smriti Bramsha. Smriti Bramsha. And because of Smriti Bramsha, what will happen? Smriti becomes Bramsha, memory being not there. This Shastra memory, Guru Upadesha, that memory, that recalling of what he had studied, if that is not there, then what will happen? Then Buddhi Nashaha. Then Buddhi Nashaha Bhavati. That is what the result of this Smriti, this Bramsha, the Smarana Bramsha. The Smaranam is important. As long as the Jnanam has not become steady, till then, this Shravanam, the Mananam, and Nididhyasanam is very important. That is why Nididhyasanam is. Why Nididhyasanam is done? Nididhyasanam is recommended because there is a habitual mistake. Even though Shravanam has been done, even though we are convinced about what the Shastram says, what the Guru says, the Pramana Shanka, Prameshanka being not there, Mananam being done, still Nididhyasanam is recommended to remove the the habitual mistakes, because the previous memories are there. Previous memories are there. It is strongly there. That will prevent to enjoy the Jnanapalam. Therefore, Nidhyasanam. Therefore, only Nidhyasanam. So, since the previous memory were very strong or very stronger, that has to be replaced by this new samskara, new memory. That has to come for help, but that will not come. So, you will become the good old person. So, therefore, buddhinashaha bhavati. That's what Vashikara says in the next line. Tataha
ततः
smriti brahmshat
स्मृतिभ्रंशात्
buddhehe nashaha
बुद्धेः
बुद्धेः
नाशः
नाशः
कार्य अकार्य विषय विवेक अयोग्यता
कार्य अकार्य विषय
कार्यविषयविवेक
विवेक
अयोग्यता
अयोग्यता
अंतःकरणस्य
अन्तःकरणस्य
बुद्धेः नाशः उच्यते.
बुद्धेः नाशः उच्यते.
So tataha is that, therefore thereafter, smriti brahmshat, from the loss of the smriti, from the loss of the jnanam, that shastra, acharya agita samskara janitayaha smritihi, that jnanam, that memory, whatever he had learned in the Vedanta class, that memory, nashaha bhavati, that memory will be lost, because buddhehe nashaha bhavati, buddhi nashaha bhavati. Therefore, buddhi nashaha. Buddhi nashaha means it is not the destruction of the antakaranam. Antakaranam, destruction of antakaranam means antakaranam of the sadhaka doesn't function as it should be. That is called the destruction. Not the destruction literally. Buddhi cannot be destroyed. How can buddhi be destroyed? Buddhi is antakaranam. Antakaranam is part of the sukshma sharira. Even when the person dies, then also buddhi will not be destroyed. Buddhi is as part of the antakaranam, it continues to be. Only the buddhi doesn't manifest because this stula shariram not there, but it is there as one of the saptadasha kalavihi in the sukshma shariram. It will continue to be there. And it takes another janma, then it goes on. So, buddhi doesn't get destroyed. Here, buddhi nashaha means the person will not have the buddhi, will not enjoy the faculty, the buddhi. That is called buddhi nashaha. Buddhi is not available for him. So that is called buddhi nashaha. So what the person is because of buddhi. If buddhi is not functioning, if buddhi is not available, then that is an ashanam for the person. So buddhi nashaha. Buddhi nashaha, that is karya akarya vishaya viveka ayogyata antakaranasya buddhehe nashaha uchyate. Vashakara says, what is that buddhi nasha? Ayogyata, viveka ayogyata, the status of not having the capacity. Ayogyata, ayogyatvam, ayogyata, strilinga, ayogyata, tal pratyaya, ayogyata, yogya, ayogya. Tasya bhavaha ayogya. Yogyata, na yogyata, ayogyata. So viveka ayogyata. The status of na yogyata, not having the capacity, what viveka, to discriminate. For discriminative understanding, the person doesn't have the capacity. The buddhi doesn't enjoy the status of, we're talking about the buddhi. Buddhi doesn't have the status or the status of the capacity of discrimination. Ayogyata. Viveka ayogyata. With regard to what? With regard to the Vishaya of Karya and Akarya. With regard to what is to be done, what should not be done, with regard to that, Karya Akarya Vishayaha, Yasya Vivekasya, the Bhagavadgita Samasa. So, with regard to what is to be done, what should not be done, that Viveka not there. Ayogyata, the buddhi loses the capability, the capacity to discriminately understand this. That is the nashanam. That is the nashanam of the buddhi, nashanam of the antakaranam. So, dharma, dharma, viveka not there. So, that viveka shakti is suspended. That is called buddhi nashaha. The viveka shakti is suspended. The buddhi now becomes incapable of this thinking clearly, taking decision clearly. That shakti, that capability is lost. That loss is the loss is figuratively presented as the nashanam of the buddhi. So it is not the literal destruction of the buddhi. Buddhi is not available for usage. The buddhi is not used for what it meant. Then what is use of that buddhi? It is equivalent to being not there. Therefore, nashanam iti uchyate. Then the next line, buddhinashat pranashyati.
Buddhinashat pranashyati.
Tavat eva hi
Tavat eva hi
purushaha
purushah
yavat antakaranam
yavat antakaranam
diyam
tadiyam
iyam
karya akarya vishaya viveka yogyam.
karya
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 vishaya
vishaya
viveka
yogyam
Tad ayogyatve
तदयोग्यत्वे
nashta eva purushaha bhavati.
नष्टेव पुरुषः भवति
Buddhinashat pranashyati. Buddhinashat, when the buddhi is destroyed, what will happen to the purusha? Purusha is destroyed. Purusha is because of buddhi. That buddhi is not there, the viveka shakti is not there, then the purusha ceases to be a purusha. That is his nashanam. So, buddhi nashaha. So, buddhi nashat tavat eva hi purushaha yavat antakaranam tadiyam karya karya vishaya viveka. Karya karya vishaya viveka yogyam. So, tavat eva hi purushaha. Tavat eva hi purushaha yavat. So, purushaha, a human being is, a person is, as long as only as yavat antakaranam tadiyam. Antakaranam tadiyam. He is as long as his antakaranam is. Yavat antakaranam tadiyam tavat eva hi purushaha. As long as the antakaranam is with him, so long as the purusha is. As long as the tadiyam means is referring to the person. Tasya purusha tadiyam, that it's a tadita, so referring to the antakaranam, which referring to the person who has the antakaranam. Tadiyam antakaranam. So, as long as the antakaranam is intact, so long as the person is. So, yavat antakaranam tadiyam, so long as the antakaranam, is with him, that is antakaranam. So long as is antakaranam, so long the person is tavat evahi purushaha. So tadiyam antakaranam is the antakaranam is with him, is antakaranam. It means he has the antakaranam, the buddhi, with himself. That is control. When that is not there, then karya akarya vishaya viveka yogyam. Yogyam karya. So the antakaranam only, the antakaranam tadiyam bhavati karya akarya vishaya viveka yogyam. Only as long as the antakaranam is fit for clearly knowing what is to be done and what should not be done. Karya akarya vishaya viveka yogyam. So as long as the intellect is capable to analyze the do's and don'ts, so tavat evahi. So tavat evahi tadiyam antakaranam yogyam bhavati. So the antakaranam should have the yogyata, should have the capability. So as long as the antakaranam with regard to the viveka vishaya, that is karya akarya, with regard to what to be done, what to be avoided, karya viveka, so long the antakaranam is yogyam, that antakaranam tadiyam bhavati. Tad ayogyatve, then what will happen? Purushaha nashtaha eva bhavati. Tad ayogyatve is sati saptami. Tad ayogyatve, that is once the ayogyatve, once the buddhi, it loses its status of fitness. Ayogyatve, it loses its status or fitness to discriminately understand with regard to what is to be done, karya, and akarya, what should not be done, then that is called ayogyatve. Ayogyatve sati. Ayogyatve praptau sati. Then kim bhavati purushaha? Purushaha nashtaha eva bhavati. That purusha gets destroyed. Purusha gets destroyed means not the person is destroyed. The purusha who has the viveka, that purusha means purushartha is destroyed. Not the purusha is destroyed. The purusha who has the purushartha, moksha purushartha, is commitment to moksha, that is destroyed. So tat ayogyatve purushaha nashtaha eva bhavati. Purusha is destroyed. So karya, so tavadevahi purushaha yavat antakaranam tadiyam karya vishaya viveka yogyam. So as long as the antakaranam is fit, yogyam, to discriminate the vishaya with regard to karya akarya, tadiyam eva antakaranam tasya purushasya. Tavadevahi purushaha, tavadevahi purushaha, purusha is stable, purusha is sane. Tad ayogyatve, what ayogyatve? Antakarana ayogyatve. Tad referring to the antakaranam. When the antakaranam loses its status, the capacity, the fitness, then what will happen? Nashtaha eva bhavati purushaha. Purushaha nashtaha bhavati, purusha is destroyed. Purusha is destroyed means purushartha is destroyed. The purusha loses is Purushartha Viveka. Purushartha Vivekah Nashtaha Bhavati, Purusharthaha Nashtaha Bhavati. So that is its slip, the final slip. So from Moksha Purushartha it slips. Therefore, the next line. Ataha
अतः
तस्य अंतःकरणस्य
तस्य अन्तःकरणस्य
बुद्धेः नाशात्
बुद्धेः नाशात्
प्रणश्यति
प्रणश्यति
पुरुषार्थ अयोग्यः भवति इत्यर्थः.
पुरुषार्थ अयोग्यः भवति इत्यर्थः.
अतः therefore तस्य पुरुषस्य अंतःकरणस्य बुद्धेः अंतःकरणस्य is equal to बुद्धेः षष्ठी विभक्ति. नाशात् destruction of the अंतःकरणस्य बुद्धेः नाशात् प्रणश्यति destroyed. So tasya referring to the अंतःकरणस्य, tasya it's a visheshana to अंतःकरणस्य, tasya अंतःकरणस्य, that is purushasya अंतःकरणस्य बुद्धेः नाशात् pranashyati, the purusha is destroyed. What does it mean purusha is destroyed? Purushartha ayogyah bhavati, it becomes unfit. Ayogyah, yogyata, ayogyata. So he gains a status of ayogyata. He becomes unfit. Ayogyah bhavati. Yogya, ayogya. The person becomes unfit for the purushartha. For what purushartha? The moksha purushartha. He becomes unfit for moksha purushartha. And in the Gudhartha Deepika, it's the beautiful commentary. Gudhartha Deepika, there is a commentary to the commentary of that Gudhartha Deepika. Gudhartha Deepika written by Madhusudana Saraswati. And there is a commentary available. Gudhartha Tattva Lokaha. So there the author takes buddhi as jnanam. The buddhi pranashyati means it takes the meaning of the word buddhi as jnanam. That is why jnanam, because here we are talking about a sadhaka who has done guru upasadanam, shravanam, mananam. So whatever he has, so buddhi nashaha, whatever he had received from the guru and from the shastram, that jnanam which he gained from shravanam and mananam, that will be destroyed. Shravanam, mananam has to take the person to the next level, which is nididhyasanam. It is not one after the other, really speaking. Continuous shravanam itself is nididhyasanam, but now this nididhyasanam, that is this jnana nishta, that will not happen. So therefore, the atma jnanam will not be useful now. The atma jnanam will not be useful. So the atma jnanam is destroyed because the pratibandha becomes huge for him. The obstacles, the pratibandha becomes huge for him. Then how atma jnanam is possible? To remove the pratibandha, only nididhyasanam is recommended. To remove the pratibandha, now pratibandha has become huge for that person. Therefore, this jnanam cannot be converted into a nishta. Therefore, this jnanam is destroyed. Buddhi is destroyed. Buddhi means atma jnanam. The commentator to Gudhartha Deepika beautifully says, Buddhi nashaha bhavati. And Bhashyakara here he says, Purushartha ayogyaha bhavati. He becomes unfit. He becomes unfit for the Purushartha. Purushartha here we can take it as Moksha Purushartha. But Other commentators say, here Purushartha means he becomes unfit for any Purushartha. Because Krodha is there. When Krodha is there, because of Krodha, Buddhi Nashanam has happened, he cannot even enjoy the other Purushartha. Dharma Purushartha also not available for him. Dharma, Artha, Kama, Chaturvida Purushartha, Chaturvida Purushartha Ayogyaha Bhavati. So with regard to all the Purushartha, the person is, it means he is completely destroyed. So what is the, so therefore what is the cause for this anartha? Vishaya Dhyanam, Vishaya Abhidhyanam. That is the starting point. From that, the slip has happened, the ball has started rolling, then it continued to roll down the steps until it reached the floor. And therefore, for all this anartha, the cause is Vishaya Dhyanam. Vishaya Dhyanam is the cause. If the person had been cautious in the beginning, then this slip would not have happened. Therefore, one has to be highly watchful, be cautious. As a sadhaka, one has to be watchful because surrounded by Vishayas, and also the Vishayas, also the Indriyas, Paranchikani Vitratnat Swayambhuhu, Parang Pashyati Nantaratman. That is the tendency of the sense organs. We should not blame the sense organs. Sense organ, they do the job. They are the faithful reporters of the sense objects. But it is your this samskara, that the strength of the previous samskara, which makes you pull towards the sense objects. So that samskara should be strengthened by the new samskara, the shastra samskara, the jnana samskara. The jnanam has to become strong. So till the jnanam becomes strong, one has to be highly watchful, cautious. Like Ramakrishna Paramahamsa says, as long as a plant, as long as it is a plant, it has to be fenced. Once it becomes a tree, then you can tie even an elephant, nothing will happen. So, since it's a sadhaka, therefore, all these precautions are required. And the final slip and the resultant, by imagining the final slip, if one can be cautious in the beginning itself, at the very first instance itself, first slip itself, then this can be avoided. So, therefore, Indriya, Nigraha and Shama is very important. This as a sadhanam is recommended by Bhagavan Krishna, so that we can avoid this anartha, all this anartha puga, a group of this anartha, which cause the destruction, spiritual destruction of this person. Therefore, Bhagavan Krishna, he continues, Sarva, okay, you can read that shloka, the following shloka. Sarva arthasya moolam.
Sarva anarthasya moolam.
Uktam. Vishaya abhidhyanam.
Vishaya abhidhyanam.
Vishaya abhidhyanam. Dhyanam is meditation. That is dwelling on the Vishaya. Vishaya means objects, sense objects. Objects need not be a physical object. It can be anything. Objects are person, or relationship, or situations. So Vishaya abhidhyanam. Dwelling on the Vishaya. That is the moolam. That is the cause, the root cause. Root cause for what? Sarva anarthasya. Sarva anarthasya moolam. For all this anartha. For all this anartha, that is the moolam. So therefore, Ata idanim
इदानीं
moksha karanam idam uchyate.
मोक्षकारणम्
मोक्षकारणम्
इदम्
इदम्
उच्यते
उच्यते
Therefore, the moksha karanam idam uchyate. Moksha karanam is for mokshaya karanam idam uchyate. The cause for moksha is said. The cause for anartha said before. Started from Vishaya Abhidhyanam. Now, what is the moksha hetu moksha karanam? Idam uchyate. What is that? Ragadvesha viyuktaistu
रागद्वेषवियुक्तैस्तु
Vishayanindriyaischaran
विषयानिन्द्रियैश्चरन्
इन्द्रियैश्चरन्
Atmavashyaividheyatma
आत्मवश्यैर्विधेयात्मा
आत्मवश्यैर्विधेयात्मा
Prasadamadigaccati.
प्रसादमधिगच्छति
प्रसादमधिगच्छति
Prasadam adigacchati. Prasadam is shantihi. Shantihi adigacchati. Prasadam. Prasadam shantihi adigacchati. It becomes, it gains shanti. That is, there is no anartha, there is no anartha for him. Therefore, it becomes shantihi. Prasadam adigacchati. Kaha atmavashyehi videyatma रागद्वेष वियुक्तैः विषयान् इन्द्रियैश्चरन् विषयान् इन्द्रियैश्चरन् so आत्मवश्यैः विधेयात्मा विषयान् चरन् इन्द्रियैः विषयान् चरन् आत्मवश्यैः विधेयात्मा प्रसादम् अधिगच्छति. So videyatma means videyatma, that is for the one for whom the mind is a servant. It's called videyatma. Vashya manaskaha is called videyatma. Vashya manaskaha. The manas, the mind is with him. Yukta manasaha ityartaha. Atma vashyahi videyatma. Videyatma means here Atma is referring to the mind, not the Sachidananda Atma. Atma, videyatma, for whom the mind is with himself. Yukta manasaha. Atma Vashyaihi, Ragadvesha Viktaihi, Atma Vashyaihi. So Ragadvesha, Raga is like, Dvesha is hatred. So like and dislike, Ragadvesha. Ragadvesha Viyuktaihi. Viyukta means free. Yukta, Viyukta. Yukta means together. Viyukta is free. So Ragadvesha Viyuktaihi means is free from Ragadvesha. Is free from Ragadvesha. There is no liking, there is no dislike. When liking is there, then slowly Sangaha, Sangat Kamaha, Kamat Krodaha, all those things will happen. He doesn't have like the same thing can be the previous shloka we saw. Dhyayato Vishayan Pumsaha. There only with regard to the objects which you like is represented. But you can replace that also by the object which you don't like. You need not concentrate, you need not dwell upon only the object of your liking. You can even dwell on the object of your dislike also. That also will equally cause buddhi nashaha. Therefore, raga is a problem, dvesha is equally a problem only. Therefore, free from raga dvesha. Generally, that shloka, dhyayato vishayan pumsaha, it is interpreted only for the vishaya towards which you have liking. It need not be only for liking, it can be also for the vishayas for which you have dislike. Dvesha is also equally a problem. So ragadvesha viyukta means free from ragadvesha. Free from ragadvesha yuktahi atmavashyehi. So ragadvesha viyuktahi atmavashyehi. It is under his control. Atmavashya. Not that ragadvesha will dominate him. He has over the ragadvesha. So atmavashyehi. Atmavashyehi ragad. That is that ragadvesha is under his vashya, is control. Atmavashyehi indriyaihi vishayancharan. Indriya referring to indriya, sense organs. Vishayancharan. Vishayancharan means Vishayan is the object. Vishayan charan purushaha, referring to the person who is charan, who is moving among the Vishayas. Indriyahi Vishayan charan. So moving in the world of objects. Vishayan charan, moving in the world of this Vishayas. This person who is Videyatma, he gains prasadam adhigacchati, because ragadvesha is under his control. Is Videyatma, so he has got shama. So when the person has got shama, even when he moves among the world of objects, move among the world of objects, his sense organs are under his control. He has got dhamma. And the person is free from ragadvesha. So what will happen to the person? The person will not be disturbed. He gains prasadam. Prasadam adhigacchati. That prasadam adhigacchati, that prasadam, it is the moksha karanam. That tranquility, that peace, that stability, that is required for moksha. Only when that is there, then only Shravanam can happen. Shravanam cannot happen with a disturbed mind. Even when there is a slight disturbance, worry or anxiety is there, then Shravanam cannot happen. So, therefore, Shravanam happens only for that person who enjoys this prasadam. Shravanam, mananam, vidyasanam. So, therefore, that becomes the moksha karanam. Moksha karanam idam uchyate iti Bhashyakara says. And Bhashyam to this, we will see. We'll see that in the next class. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.
धन्यवाद गुरुजी.
धन्यवाद.
धन्यवाद गुरुजी.
धन्यवाद गुरुजी.
धन्यवाद जी.
धन्यवाद
धन्यवाद जी.
धन्यवाद